Okay, so instead of having a different frequency table, we can add all of these variables in one. Okay, so now we're going to see how to create a cross-tabulation to summarize a categorical variable. Okay, so let's go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and choose the fourth option, which is the crosstabs. Okay, so a crosstab dialog box will appear, and you can see we have a row, column, and layer box here. Okay, we are going to see for row and column first, then we are going to add a layer variable later. Okay, so let's look at the bangsa by jantina. So I'm going to move the jantina to the row box here and bangsa to the column box here. Okay, so it's really doesn't matter which way you put around. Okay, just remember that the one in the row will be your row variable, and the one in your column will be your column variable. Okay, and then click the cell. Okay, so at the percentage cell here, okay, you can choose which percentage you want to see, either in the row, column, or total. Okay, so I'm going to choose for the column percent. Click continue, and then OK. Okay, so now we have the output window here. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so at the row here, I have my row variable, which is the jantina. Okay, and across top here, I have the variable for my bangsa. Okay, which is the column variable. Okay, so let's look how we're going to interpret the data here. Okay, so since I choose column percent, okay, so the bangsa will determine the denominator of the percentage computation. Okay, so we can see here the proportion of Malay individual, okay, who is lelaki is 56.3% and perempuan is 43.8%. Okay, or we can say that the proportion of Malay individual who is lelaki is 9 out of 16 and perempuan is 7 out of 16. Okay, and then we can say that a proportion of Chinese individual who is lelaki is 75% and perempuan is 25%. Okay, proportion for Indian individual who is lelaki is 50% and perempuan is 50%, and the proportion of other individual who is lelaki is 0 and perempuan is 100%. Okay, so this is a pretty simple table. Okay, so now let's add some layer in this table here. Okay, so go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistic, and CrossTab. Okay, so when you add a layer, it will be the outermost variable. Okay, so I'm going to move my gender here, my jantina here, and make it as a layer. Okay, and I'm going to choose category umur as the row. Okay, and then just click on OK. Okay, so here as I had said that, okay, so the gender ataupun the jantina, okay, will be the outermost layer. Okay, so we have here the lelaki and perempuan. Okay, and we have the category umur in each of these two variable here for lelaki and perempuan. Okay, all right. Okay, so for the proportion of Malay individual, okay, who is lelaki, age between 20 to 29, okay, so we can see here the percentage is 0, okay, and for age between 30 to 39, we can see 44.4%. For age between 40 to 49, also same 44.4%, and for 50 above is 11.1%. Okay, and for proportion Malay individual, okay, for perempuan, okay, age between 20 to 29, okay, 14.3%, age between 30 to 39, 28.6%, 40 to 49, 42.9%, and 50 above is 42.9%. Okay, so that's how we read or interpret the data for the crosstab tabulation.